Hemp and marijuana both come from cannabis sativa, but that's where the... This is an RCMP sting on marijuana growing illegally in British Columbia. The traffickers who planted these wanted healthy flowers and leaves for the drug known as THC. But now, environmentalists, not all of them pot smokers, want to use the stalk to make everything from cloth to writing paper and even food. Most radical movements start in the West, in this case, at the far reaches of Vancouver Island. From Ucluelet, British Columbia, environmentalists Chris Bennett and Tracy Chester have been pushing the benefits of hemp for almost 4 years. The motivation for them is close to home.
I guess what got us really interested in it was the paper issue. When we found out that 1 acre of hemp produces as much paper as 4 acres of trees over the same 20-year period, we looked around our home at the clear cuts around here, and we thought, you know, how ludicrous this was.
So Chester and Bennett became distributors of hemp oil, seed, and clothes.
These pants are 100% cannabis linen. The original linen actually was all hemp. They're 12-ounce linen. They have a tensile strength that's 10 times stronger than cotton. They're 8 times more absorbent than cotton. These pants, you probably wear them for 40 or 50 years. This jacket also I'm wearing is made out of hemp. The shirt that I'm wearing is made out of hemp. Actually, everything that I'm wearing is made out of hemp.
Chester and Bennett are very serious about hemp.
It's time to go back to something that we had originally. Like, we all want to go back to comfort food. We all want to go back to our roots. Well, now it's time to go back to hemp.
Back to hemp? In fact, it was legal to grow hemp in North America at the turn of the century. This picture shows a farmer in Alberta with his patch of hemp. Hemp that would become rope, sails, or cloth. Hemp goes back a lot longer in history. Even Christopher Columbus used sails and ropes made from hemp on his voyage to North America. And the first Levi's were made from hemp. In 1923, marijuana and so hemp were made illegal in Canada. The U.S. followed suit in 1937. Now hemp is back in vogue with those who think it should never have been made illegal to begin with. Cannabis certainly had its fans in the 1960s, but today's hemp promoters say they're not as concerned with the drug. Take Bennett and Chester. They spend their evenings making a hemp seed snack food, which they created. They're certainly not hash brownies, and there's no drug in the seed, and they're actually good for you. These same hemp seed treats are finding their way into stores across Canada. Here at the Earth's General Store in Edmonton, they're found alongside a number of other hemp products. Fanny packs, wallets, baseball caps, and as owner Michael Kalmanovich models, the knapsack.
It's made with a Chinese hemp material, as well with a Hungarian backing for students to carry off to school, you know, for their dragging down the hallways with all the extra bags. And of course, it just, like a regular backpack, it goes on the back of the body.
All products come with a guarantee that they're 100% cannabis sativa. So what would happen if someone tried to smoke this?
They would get sick. They would also be out some money. Actually, there was somebody came in the other day and bought another bushwhacker hat, which is these big type sun hats, Australian hats. And they said, yeah, I was at a party the other night. Some guy was high or something like that. So my hat was made out of hemp, threw it on the fire, and thinking that everybody would get high on it. And he says, well, you just bought yourself a hat, man.
Kalmanovich has started a petition to have Ottawa reconsider the laws, but he insists he's not pushing pot.
We're having pro-marijuana people running around and saying hemp, 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 and I think that's hurting what we're trying to promote.
And now hemp is going mainstream. Tilly Endurables has just completed its first run of a hemp hat. Tilly expects it might become a substitute to cotton. So far, the creator of the store, Alex Tilly, is happy with what he sees.
Hemp has a much greater strength and durability. It will last much longer than cotton, and it's easier to grow, and it's grown without pesticides. So it's very good for the earth. Cotton isn't.
Tilly has found that the hemp cloth he imports from China does carry a certain stigma. So he's decided to try something new.
Change the name. I haven't decided yet, but maybe we should call the new hemp that is being grown without the THC, perhaps neo-hemp, just so we know it. For instance, the British call it cannabis, which is not a very smart idea. So I think it needs a new name.
All of this attention to hemp doesn't rest well with the police. They are understandably skeptical. Sergeant John Ward has been with the Drug Detection Squad of the RCMP in British Columbia for more than 20 years.
I'm not certainly putting anyone down that's pursuing a legitimate commercial value to investigate this further. I'm just saying that how in the world do we possibly control the other side of the coin here, it being an illegal substance, having psychoactive properties that intoxicate people, that is against the law.
Of course, this is the biggest problem with hemp, and not one that will be resolved easily. It is still illegal to grow in Canada, and there's no sign that will change soon. Unless, of course, the politicians start wearing what they once smoked.
If you have any comments on tonight's program, please drop us a line. We're at Box 2000, Station A, Toronto, M5W282.